to start and talk about Dame Maggie Smith, that amazing actress, who is well known across multiple generations of people, has decades upon decades of work. Sadly, chat, it was announced today, I believe, that Maggie Smith has passed away at the age of 89. I actually thought she was older, but passed away at the age of 89. And I figured I'd go ahead and read this article and then just kind of share my general thoughts on Maggie Smith and the projects that I remember that feature her, of course. And I also want to hear from you guys and, your favorite Maggie Smith movies or roles. But this is from Variety. British stage and screen actress Maggie Smith, the Downton Abbey and Harry Potter star, who numbers 2 Oscars, 3 Emmys, and countless stage awards to her credit, died Friday in London. She was 89. It was of great sadness we have to announce the death of Dame Maggie Smith, that damn Maggie Smith. Her sons, Toby Stevens and Chris Larkinson, a statement. She passed away peacefully in hospital early this morning, Friday 27th September. An intensely private person, she was with friends and family at the end. She leaves 2 sons and 5 loving grandchildren who are devastated by the loss of their extraordinary mother and grandmother. We would like to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful staff at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital for their care and unstinting kindness during her final days. In her late 70s, Smith drew an entirely new legion of fans thanks to her starring role in the hugely successful series Downton Abbey, a hit for PBS, masterpiece around the world. I watched that show. I loved it. As the Dowager of Downton, she was the best. She was so good. She picked up 2 Emmys and was nominated for 2 more for her role as the Dowager Countess. She was wonderful. She was the kind of thing like, every comment that she made was just so biting. It would just like strike you. It would draw blood, or just the arch of her eyebrow would just make you recoil. Wonderful. And like virtually every other British actor or actress, Smith appeared in a number of entries in the Harry Potter film franchise. They really did, didn't they? Playing Professor Minerva McGonagall, a master of classical and contemporary roles who was as renowned for her subtlety as for her broad stroke mannerisms. So true. The red-haired Smith delighted several generations of theatergoers on both sides of the Atlantic with signature performances in Mary Mary, Hedda Gabler, Othello, Private Lives, Night and Day, and Lettuce and Lovage. And audiences around the world for her work in such films as The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, California's Suite, which I think she won an Oscar for, A Room with a View, Travels with My Aunt, Hot Millions, A Private Function, Gosford Park, The Best Exotic Marigold. I remember that, man, sequel. I saw the movie. And then 2015 starred in The Lady in the Van. I remember that. Alan Bennett's adaptation of his play based on his true experiences, directed by Nicholas Hittner, who helmed the play. And in 1990, she was named Dame Commander of the British Empire. Damn, a commander, a damn commander of the British Empire. One of only a handful of her generation, including that damn Judi Dench and that damn Diana Rigg, who also sadly passed away only a couple of years ago, Chad, who was amazing. Diana Rigg, she was a Bond girl on Her Majesty's Secret Service, James Bond's wife, and people probably best know her for some of her her last roles. She was the Queen of Thorns, Olenna Tyrell in Game of Thrones, and then she was in her last movie, I think, was Edgar Wright's film, Last Night in Soho, which I actually thought she was really good in, to be so honored. And that article just goes on to talk about her. It's like she has like decades worth of work. And I'm kind of like disappointed in myself because, I haven't seen a lot of her older movies. I guess I'm more familiar with her performances, and I feel like a lot of people in my generation, are in the same boat. More familiar with her performances from the 90s and then into the 2000s and then in 2010s. I think I remember like first seeing her in like some PBS stuff, masterpiece, mystery stuff. There was an adaptation of David Copperfield that she was in, which or maybe it was Oliver Twist. I'm trying to remember. No, I think it was David Copperfield, which, funny enough, I think also starred Daniel Radcliffe. So this is like even before like Harry Potter. And I really liked her in that because growing up, I had watched a lot of the PBS and Masterpiece Mystery stuff with my mother and my parents. Like, I grew up watching, like classic Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot. Love that stuff. Ate that stuff up. And I would catch some of these adaptations of these well-known works of literature. But then, I think for a lot of people my age, our introduction to her Whether it been maybe some like late 90s stuff. Also like Sister Act. She was actually really good in Sister Act. At least I can speak of I think she was in the second one, but in the first one, she was pretty damn good. I mean, she should. She's the damn Maggie Smith after all. But I think most people, my generation, probably best knew her as Professor McGonagall. I mean, you know, one of those just steadfast supporting characters in those films. Like anytime she had a scene, she was great. I mean, she just kind of also reminded you of that teacher you might have had in school who was stern, most definitely. Oh, it could deliver a cutting comment to you and an insult, like, but she had that warmth to her. I think she had a nice balance of that, certainly in the work that I saw her in. And then again, like outside of Harry Potter, towards the latter part of her career, appearing in Downton Abbey, which again, that's another PBS show, another BBC show that I watched with certainly my mother, and fell in love with her all over again. She was great as the Dowager Countess of Downton Abbey. You know, again, that quick ton that can just absolutely cut you. She was so fun, stole every scene. I guess like the last movie I saw her in was the most recent Downton Abbey movie, which, yeah, funny enough, or sadly, her character actually passed away, died. And I think by that time, the reason why she retired from the character, and I believe just acting in general, because probably her health was failing. But I think it's great to hear that in her last final days, she was surrounded by friends and family, and if anything, like hearing about this, it just encourages me to check out some of her early work. Which sadly I haven't seen. I just been, funny enough, just exposed to more of her later stuff in the 90s and the 2000s and 2010s and into the 2020s. So I'm actually curious to hear from you guys, your thoughts on Maggie Smith and maybe some of your favorite roles of hers. But yeah, just a seminal actress across centuries and generations of people, which I think is great. She leaves behind an amazing legacy of work. And also just like, again, like she's killer in some of these interviews. I found this wonderful clip that was being shared on social media recently. It's this one of, I think it's with her, it's with Judi Dench, and with, I think another well-known British actress. And it was just them all kind of bouncing off each other. And then Maggie Smith is being sassy. It was very fun. Let me find that clip. Let me actually find that clip to show to you guys. An example of her incredible wit. And I want to hear from you guys. Bishop Sycamore, good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're just talking about Maggie Smith, who sadly passed away, apparently on Friday, today. Maggie Smith, let's see here, interview. Watch some of her best moments as well. Maggie Smith interview. Let me do Judi Dench. Let me see if I can find that one. I think it was funny as all hell. Oh, yeah, here it is. Is this it? Hearing aids. This clip. Oh, this clip is funny. Yeah, I'll share this with you guys. This is what was going around before. That was really funny. Hold on. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, again, incredible in her roles, but also incredible in her life. She's the kind of like she wasn't a bullshitter. She was very blunt. She'll tell you her opinion. I like that about her.
If we're asked, we're going to work forever if we're asked.
But you're always asked first, if I may say so. I'm turning on you now. It's all coming out now.
One of my hearing aids has gone.
Oh, no, the rage. No. Well, thank you. Witness me. So what you saying? Thank you so much for what you're saying with a very kind way. I do appreciate that. We were just reacting to some clips of Maggie Smith. This is, I know, amazing timing, right? No, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Super kind of you. Welcome. What were you playing? So what you saying? What were you streaming? Please let us know. But it was just this great clip of basically the context of it all is, Judi Dench is like talking about, now that we're older, we don't get, as many calls now. But, Maggie Smith has something to say to that, which I think is very funny.
If we're asked. We're going to work forever if we're asked.
But you're always asked first, if I may say so. I'm turning on you now. It's all coming out now.
One of my hearing aids has gone. What have we just...
Do you want one of mine?
You want one of mine?
I know it won't fit. It's just what was the last thing said?
Are we going to go on working forever, Joan?
Oh, was that it?
And I said Jude gets all the parts first.
Oh, yeah, I
we
tell
know
you.
Oh, yeah, that's
my
true.
Agent in America said to me when he knew I couldn't do very much because of the eyesight going, and he said, well, if you do want to come over again, we'll look around for a nice little cameo that Judi Dench hasn't got her paws on.
How rude.
How rude.
Not rude at
It's
all.
true. British as hell.
American,
She's so
darling, that's how
goddamn
they
British.
talk.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, just stuff like that. Like, you know, her in interviews was always hilarious. She always had something snarky to say, but just very clever. She just was able to balance classiness with the sassiness, chat. She was just classy and sassy. She was the whole goddamn package, you know? And, you know, just loved her. Absolutely loved her. Let me see what you guys are saying. British as hell. This is so British indeed. Oh, God. Let me see what you guys are saying. And her best from Hook. That's right. She plays a Wendy. Isn't she like she's old Wendy? That's right. I forgot she's in Hook. Holy shit. I haven't thought about that in years. Oh, my Lord. Human fan cast her as Elena Tyrell Redwine, but I'm glad they went down. Oh my God, Maggie Smith would have done a great job in that role. I'm glad Dinah Rigg got it because she absolutely killed it, obviously. But Maggie Smith could have pulled that off. Yeah. Just again delivering that sassiness and just the political intrigue. She could have handled that wonderfully. But Hook, that's right, is old Wendy. Sister Act, I brought that up. One of the first ever movies I watched. My mom had both that movie and its sequel. I used to see all the nuns at my church, like the ones in those movies. Oh, yeah, the penguins. One of my kindergarten teachers was definitely a Maggie victim. Oh, damn. Yeah, Sister Act, that's right. She was great in that. Harry Potter really nailed the teachers. Yeah, they really did. They're like across the board. And someone put up an image of course, Snape and McGonagall and Dumbledore. And, like, all of those actors, both actors for Dumbledore, the names are, well, of course, Alan Rickman, who played Snape, Maggie Gyllenhaal, who played, Professor McGonagall, and then you had Richard Harris, who was the original Dumbledore, and Michael Gambon, that's who it was the second Dumbledore, and, like, they've all passed away. But you're right. They all nailed the teachers across the board throughout all the movies. They really did. They really did. And casting in general was great in those movies when I really think about it. There's no one that felt like miscast, honestly. Let's see. But good to have you, Bishop Sycamore. Welcome. She was able to get across how intimidating McGonagall can be, yeah, when she needs to command a room, but she can also turn around and be really warm. That's right. And friendly and endearing and make the character really come to life. That's right. She was perfectly balancing it, that classiness, the sassiness, and the warmth. All that. Let's see here. That British lady picking her bogey. She's like, I don't give a damn. British. Classy and sassy and a glassy. I love it. Yeah, first time I saw her in a Hook. Life well lived. Yeah. I guess maybe Hook was more like one of the first movies I saw her. I just haven't thought of that. Rufio. She's like 89 in Hook. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't mean to be like, I hope this doesn't sound mean, but like, Maggie Smith, I honestly thought she was older. I was like, she was only 89? I thought she was nearing like 100. I thought she was like, she got the triple digits, baby. She beat Betty White. I was like, nope. Just say, hey, Grace, just talking about some stories of the week. Oh, nice. And, of course, my take and all this stuff on Diddy. Oh, yeah, the Diddy of it all. Now, I don't see I'm going to be starting a web. He said, what? Oh, that's cool. I've started writing the first session. Well, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Well, Chad, be sure to check out So What You Saying, covering this week's major news stories and genre stories and pop culture stuff. I love that. But, no, that's wonderful, man. And thank you again for the kind raid. We were just watching clips before. But appreciate that. She died the exact same day 1 year after Michael came out. Wow. Also Hagrid, that's right. That the actor, I don't remember the actor who plays Hagrid, his name. But also, yeah, a lot of those cast members are passing away. Maggie was like the female Wilfred Brimley. She always looked a little older. Yeah. But hey, it worked for her. It worked for her. Let me look up some pictures of Maggie Smith. I was talking to Katria about this before, and I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's for with those Brits, it's that sea air, it's that salt air. Just ages them a little faster. Man, is this young Maggie Smith? Oh, okay. Trying to look up like young Maggie Smith. Yeah, here we go. I'll share my screen with you guys. You guys can take a look. My box is blocking a little bit. Yeah, young Maggie Smith. There you go. Of course, her as Professor McGonagall drinking that wine, girl. You do it, girl. And then, of course, yes, as the Dowager of Downton Abbey, killed it. Oh, look at that! There's the 3 iconic girls we were talking about. Yeah, here's McGonagall. This is one of the Penguins, and then yeah, there you go. Yeah, the thing is, like, here's a more classic. I have not seen a lot of her older movies from like the 60s and 70s, and I feel like I owe myself to check those out one day. Ton of stuff. Like, they were going through her filmography. I was like, I haven't seen any of these movies. She's won 2 Oscars, which is pretty impressive. Countless. There she is. Yep. A lot of stuff. Some of her other roles. You know another thing about her? She had big eyes. She had big bug eyes, and they were very expressive. There was a lot. There was an intensity to those eyes. And there she is, kissing Laurence Olivier in blackface. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. I think the makeup on him was a little, I don't think that's really working very well. Oh, Jesus. There you go, Chad. There you go. Look at that one right there. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, blast from the past indeed. Oof. Yeah, that's how it was back then, Chad. She had them pre-anime peepers. That's right. Yeah, she was the Ella Purnell of her time. Looking like a lemur. But I say that with all due respect. Chat, we're celebrating her. We're celebrating Maggie Smith. A life well lived. She had many friends. Clearly a loving family. You know, accolades and adulation, and was celebrated across multiple generations, right? But she had big lemur eyes. Okay, with all due respect. What the hell? Yeah, even the black hue in your hair. What? You don't. Where's that picture? Where's that image? Oh my God, where's that one back there? There you go. That's a black human, right? Oh my God. I mean, didn't even bother getting the shading right or anything. Just as dark as night. Holy Christ. Wow. I've never seen the movie. I've only seen clips of that film. I don't think I remember it being in color. I think I've only seen it in black and white. Oh, so else was a plate Othello, yeah. Oh, let's see. Oof. One of the Penguins as well. That's what I call him. Good to have you, Luke the Boss. Maggie Smith was a gender swap British Morgan Freeman. That's a hell of a description. So maybe for that, I think I have to. Oh my God. Thundercats. Oh, good to have you. Oh, he's just a Klingon from Star Trek. Exactly. No big deal at all. Oh man, take Laura's walk out of a coal mine. He looks it. Oh Christ. That was Livia O'Leary, not Laurence Olivier. Fair enough. Canceled. Yeah, at least she wasn't blackface, so there's that. That's true. She just made out with someone in blackface, which is not as bad. Yep, that's Othello. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's a coal miner. Yeah. Moorish. Yeah, he's a Moor. That's what they would say, right? Peck-Mez Peter, good to see. He looks like he got lost on his way to the Star Trek. Oh, yeah. But the thing is, like, yeah, just looking at some of those images and her just being so young, it made me realize, like, yeah, I really haven't seen a lot of her older movies. You know, again, I just kind of know her from her work. You guys brought up a lot of her 90s stuff. Like, I've seen Hook. I forgot about Hook. She was in Hook. Saw in Hook. Obviously, the Sister Act, of course. I saw a lot of, like, BBC stuff back in the day. A lot of Masterpiece Mystery. David Copperfield, she was in one of those adaptations. And then, yeah, obviously throughout the 2000s, I feel like a lot of people my age, they best know her from McGonagall and Downton Abbey. That's not. I mean, listen, what often happens with like a lot of older actors is that they just don't get those calls anymore. You know, what that one clip I showed you was brought up. They just don't get those calls. But like with her, she in the latter part of her life, the last 20 or so years, 25 years, she was in one of the biggest film franchises of all time, certainly of the 21st century. Right, played a beloved character. Anytime she would show up, people were happy to see her. And then she's in one of the biggest modern drama series of all time, earning awards and accolades and adulation. Pretty goddamn good. And was able to play that character all the way up until the end, to the point where they could send her off in style, and they did that in the movie. She was great. She was really good. And they had to like kill her character off too, because the series like starts in 1912, and she was like old in 1912, like in the context of that series, is the Dowager of Downton Abbey, and it was like, because that first episode is about like they talk about like the big major event is the sinking of the Titanic, and then we're at the eve of World War II now, so it's like, all right, I don't think she can stick around that much longer, but that was really cool what they ended up doing for character. Actually, maybe I think post World War, there might be post World War II now, if I recall in the series. It's been a hot minute. It might be after. I think it is after the war. Oh Jesus, I think it is post World War II now at this point. That's nuts. That's so nuts, man. Blythe Danner still gets calls. She's been somebody's mom for 35. Yeah, that's what happens. Like, for so many of those, both older actors and actresses, like, you're just going to get calls for being, grandmas and grandpas. But here she, playing some pretty iconic characters, pretty goddamn good roles. And they always wrote good stuff for her in both those franchises. It worked out really well. Let's see here. Lost his way to Star Trek. That's funny. I want to clip in for her, one of my favorite clips of her in the last Harry Potter. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, with battling Snape. Oh, that shit was badass. Here, let's look up. That'll be my last thing. I'm going to get my Megalopolis review. Let's Maggie Smith, or, let me just put in Professor McGonagall Snape. Is this the big scene? Oh, yeah. This must be the scene, right?
Let me get this straight, Professor. You're actually giving us permission to do this?
This is a good scene. Then we'll watch the Snape battle. Yeah. This is when she's like, all right, motherfuckers, you're soldiers now. You're no longer students.
Let me get this straight, Professor.
Get in line. It's like, what? Huh? It's like, get in line. I'm a first year. You're going to war. You're a child soldier. Here we go. I like this.
Let me get this straight, Professor. You're actually giving us permission to do this?
That is correct, Longbottom.
To blow it up. Boom.
Boom!
Boom! This is a big deal, too. Like, seeing her fight. Yeah, that was like, holy shit. And then she's like, Slytherin, get the fuck out. I kind of felt bad for Slytherin, though. It was like, damn, guilt by association. It's like, oh, Slytherin to the dungeons. I'm like, oh, I don't think all of them are bad. I think I was just kind of presumptuous. Like, no, they're all bad. Oh, let's see here. Oh, my God. Yeah, Hogwarts were fun. Well, I think that's what happens, like, well, in the books, she becomes the new headmaster, which is like, oh, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess at the end of the movie, she's the new headmaster of Hogwarts, which she deserves to be. She deserves to be, I feel like. I mean, plus Dumbledore always favored Gryffindor. He was always like, 100 points to Gryffindor for friendship, the end of the year. So, like, God damn it. So she knew I was like, I'm going to get this goddamn headmaster gig. Oh, Christ. But it would fall apart without her. I'm going to make a Jewish wizard, Goldberg, Jewberg. JK, you've done it again. J.K. Rowling, Cove character name. She was great. Yeah, what was the Asian character? The one Asian character, Cho Chan. I was like, damn. She might as well just call her Ching Chon Ching, honestly, at the end of the day. Cho Chan. No, that was her mother's name. Oh, God. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Finnegan, little Irish terrorist. Oh, that's right, Cho Che. There you go. You're right, Biggie Smith. Or he's the only person not British in these movies. No, he's British. Warwick Davis is British. No. Warwick Davis, he's not British? No, he's British. He has a British accent. He's super British. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's British. I've heard him talk like in real life and do interviews. When they made the movies, they had a mandate that they could only hire British in UK. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Oh, it worked out. I saw it theater. So he absolutely is British. I saw it in theater so close to the screen that it hurt my neck. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. How dare you? That's such a memeable line. Oh, I know, so much. Never seen the Harry Potter films. Braces. Oh, they're fun. They're good movies. They're really good movies. Some are better than others. I think people have all like their favorites. Like Prisoner of Azkaban is definitely like one of the best ones. I really think like the first two are very much fantasy movies for kids. 3 is the one where it's like, oh, like once they brought in Alfonso Cuarón, he made that like movie. It was a little more adult, it's a little darker. And then they did a Goblet of Fire. I like really Goblet of Fire. Kind of has a bit of a. It's not as good as Azkaban, but it's pretty good. And then Order of the Phoenix is pretty good. And then Half-Blood Prince. And then Deathly Hallows. I think the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Part 2, those might be my favorites. I just really like what they do. And I'm like, I really like Deathly Hallows Part 1. A lot of people say it's a little slow. But I just loved how so much of that movie is Ron. Well, it's Harry, Ron, Hermione on the run. And it has like one of my favorite scenes in the just the entire franchise. I don't think it's even in the books. I think it was just great for the movie, where at one point Ron kind of fucks off, as he often does, and it's just Harry and Hermione, and she's like feeling like really bad about the situation, and like wordlessly, he just turns on the radio because they're like kind of like camping out, trying to look for these things that are connected to Voldemort. I won't get into the lore of it all, but he just is just like, let's just dance, let's just take your mind off of it. It's like a really sweet moment between the two of them, and I really like that, and it really stood out to me. Let's see here. Oh, I only watched the first 4 Harry Potter movies. Oh, I recommend them. They're really good. Oh, right, available at Best Buy. No, they don't even sell like physical media anymore. Well, this movie did come out like in 2011, 2012. It's been a hot minute. Well, you would be safe. You're a Hufflepuff. I am a Hufflepuff. That'd be my goddamn house. Fucking Cedric Diggory deserves more credit, Chad. He was the best of us. He was the absolute best of us, and he got fucking killed. Oh, man. 1 million points to Gryffindor for friendship. Oh, God. Let's see here. J.K. Rowling is definitely a bigot. Yeah, I think like in hindsight, it's like, oh. You kind of realize, like, oh. And the more you think about it, it's like, yeah. Certain things start to make sense now. My favorite Potter was definitely Prisoner of Azkaban. The one, Alfonso Cuarón was really good. Yeah, Warwick Davis. I figured, yeah, he's in fact British. I thought so. He's super British. He's ultra British. Like, you look behind the scenes videos of Return of the Jedi, like out of his Ewok costume. He's like going, pish push and all that, and speaking all them British terms. Oh Christ! We just do want Rob moves for Hagrid. But because of the mandate, they ended up hiring Robbie Coltrane. I mean, great choice. And I'm sure Rob Williams would have done a great job. But, because I know he was a huge fan of the books, too. Yeah, kill the spaz zap. Damn. Favorite scene from Harry Potter with Maggie Smith is the first time Harry Potter won't show up late to her class. Yeah. I like it when, like, in some, I forget what movie it is. It could be any of the sequels where, what did she say? It's like, what? Why is it when anything goes wrong, it's always you three? Like looking at Harry, Ron, and Hermione. It was like almost like breaking the fourth wall. I was like, really? Again? What the fuck? What? Like talking to us, the audience. Can you believe this shit? Very funny. Oh, man. There's a funny death in the movie where Draco Malfoy's goons die by the... Oh, yeah, get swallowed up. Yeah, they kill some fucking kids in this series. They don't mind the pish-posh and all that. I feel like that's a British thing. Tea and crumpets. But yes, Jeff. Maggie Smith, amazing actress, known across multiple generations, has decades of work, a lot of which I have not seen myself, and I have to make a concerted effort to watch that. But of what I have seen of her stuff, whether it be from the 90s and 2000s and into the 2010s and even the 2020s, wonderful. She was always wonderful in what she appeared in. She was always really good. She brought the class and the sass and that warmth as well. Great stuff. So thank you to Maggie Smith and her contributions to to film, cinema, and just being a good person all around.